Hello everybody, Jake here. Welcome to the video, welcome to the channel if you're new. I'm very happy to be back. It's the start of season 2 of Making Chelsea Champions, and the reason there's been a little bit of a delay is one, because it was the end of the season, I was kind of taking a little break, and obviously I had to get through all the transfer window stuff. But two, I got a new laptop for Christmas, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to show you some gameplay today and it will all turn out okay. But this is very much a test, so I'm hoping things will work in a certain way. Again, soon I am planning on upgrading the webcam so it's not as blurry for you guys. But little steps at a time. I've also been having a few audio issues too with my microphone, but I'm hoping the audio sounds good. If not, do let me know in the comments if it seems any different to usual. But yeah, the start of season 2, and in today's video we are going to be playing Nottingham Forest. Now, we've done a lot of transfer business, one of which you can already see here, and we're going to get into it first before we start a game or anything. Let's talk about the transfer business that we have made this season. I would also just like to thank you guys for the incredible support throughout 2020. If this releases when I think it will either be New Year's Eve or the day of it being in the new year. So I hope you've all had a great Christmas period and a New Year period, and hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020. But yeah, 2020, obviously this channel first started, this channel grew, I got a gig at FM Scout, and now this channel just keeps growing and growing. So thank you so much for that, and for all of you guys who have been along for the journey, whether you've joined last video or been here since right at the start, it means the world to me. So yeah, let's get straight into the transfers. No more of the soppy stuff. And you can see we have had a big summer, spending £230 million. But that's not the biggest deal, because we did actually bring in almost £200 million too, with another player to be sold soon. So I think overall our transfer balance has been about even, and we have made some great deals to improve this team. So let's start off with the incoming, shall we? We have signed Gianluigi Donnarumma, probably one of the best young goalkeepers in the world, if not the best young goalkeeper, if not one of the best. I mean, he's a world-class goalkeeper. He's one of the best in the world already. I've also changed it so the really top stats are now in blue, so hopefully you guys like that little change. But yeah, 22 years old, he looks fantastic. He is our new keeper coming in. Mendy did fine last season, but obviously with Kepa and Mendy was always brought in to kind of be the backup to Kepa and then eventually displace him. But neither of them are like elite level goalkeepers, so I'm happy that we've got Donnarumma in for free as well from AC Milan. Is a great deal. And then we've also signed Declan Rice from West Ham, who we got him at a cut price because they've been relegated. £35 million is a good deal, I think, considering we are looking at starting to use a system that Chelsea used in real life, which is like the 4-3-3, rather than the 4-2-3-1 we have been using in this save. So we're going to need someone to hold in that pivot. And whilst Kante and Kovacic are decent at it, I think Declan Rice could be the future. Obviously, he's a leader at the back too. Started his youth career at Chelsea, so I thought, why not bring him back? It looks like he might join in real life. And as I have said, I do kind of want to keep this series as realistic as I can without going too crazy. So yeah, Declan Rice has been brought in. We've also brought in a new left back to compete with Ben Chilwell. There have been a few sales in the left back position, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, Nuno Mendes is one of the best wonder kids on Football Manager. I did a whole video about him on FM Scout. He's 19 years old, came from Sporting Lisbon for £35 million. He had a good first season there, and you can see he's already our first choice left back because he just looks absolutely amazing already, and he's got room left to grow. He's already got 5 caps for Portugal, so I'm not just going out there and buying a random wonder kid. This is a guy who is really performing on this save, and in terms of left backs in the world, there wasn't many better than this guy, and he will hopefully help us go to Champions League glory. We then got Hannibal Medjbery on loan, which is a bit of a weird one because obviously he's not really going to compete in our team straight away, but I wanted to have a look at him. Someone mentioned in the comments a few videos ago to get him in because he'd been really good on their save, and I said I would, and here he is. So if you are watching, thank you for recommending him. I'm sure he won't play that much this season, but we'll give him a few games, and he does already look very good for his age, so I'm sure he will develop into a world beater. Then we've got our marquee signing of the summer, Airling Harland, obviously one of the best young strikers in the world, if not one of the best. He's absolutely brilliant in Football Manager. I'm looking forward to using him this season. He already scored in the Community Shield, which we'll go into in a sec. But yeah, already one of the best with potential to get better. Nothing wrong with Abraham and Werner, but when the likes of Haaland are available for £69 million, I've kind of got to take the deal. He is a very good player, and I'm very excited to use him. And I'm hoping he can be that little difference that we needed. Obviously, we got to the Champions League final last year, but didn't win it. I'm hoping these kind of quality of players in the squad will really help. Then we have signed another right winger who's an inverted winger, so we can use him and Ziyech on the right wing, and it is Mikel Oyarzabal. Him, I'm not going to pronounce that, from Real Sociedad. He's a brilliant player with 17 leadership too. Really excited to use him. I think he's coming off injury, so I don't think he will play today's match. but he is in. And then we've also signed Castagna for £22 million. Azpilicueta did leave the club, which we'll go into in a minute, and Castagna can kind of cover both flanks as a backup option. He's not going to play too much, but we needed someone there after we sold Aspi, and I didn't want to go and spend, like £90 million on a backup to Reece James, so I thought Castagna will do the job from the relegated Leicester. And in terms of players we've sold, we've done really well for ourselves. You can see Azpilicueta went to Barcelona for £37.5 million. A brilliant player, but when that kind of money comes in for him, he wanted to leave. He's obviously been such a good servant for Chelsea. Kind of had to let him go. £33 million for Emerson, which is basically what we paid for Nuno Mendes, and I'd say that's an upgrade. We managed to get £30 million from Ross Barkley, 18 from Bakayoko, 18 from Zappa Costa, 13 from Loftus-Cheek, which I was a bit disappointed with, but he wasn't going to play too much. And then, as you can see, just quite a lot of like £8, £7 million, £5 million deals for a lot of like the really fringe players that we're never going to get in the team, including Thiago Silva leaving for £4 million. So you can see we've had a bit of a clear out of the deadwood, but it's left our squad in a very good position. And if you are interested, because Oyarzabal, whatever he's called, is in, we've had to get rid of Correa because Correa wasn't really going to play much. And when we bring in that £35 million, which is pretty much all sorted, we will be basically even. So yeah, we've had a great summer. I think we've got rid of deadwood and filled the team with really good, not just some good squad depth, but some really good starting talent for the likes of Donnarumma, Rice, Mendes, Harland, and Oyarzabal. I'm going to figure out how to say his name. I think I'm just going to go for Mikel because I cannot pronounce that. But yeah, I did mention that we did the Community Shield, which we played against Liverpool. We won in penalties with Harland scoring in the match. And that is basically all I need to fill you in on before we get into today's game against recently promoted Nottingham Forest, their first game in the Premier League. Some teams have already played, but this is our first match. Now, again, I've mentioned it before, but my aim with this series now is to do less editing on it, and that's not because I'm feeling lazy. I just kind of want to do it in a way where it's a bit more natural on this channel, less like forced and to the point. So this is just going to be me blabbing on, talking. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, as always, if you have any recommendations about the videos, let me know in the comments. But I'm hoping today we can finally move from the 2D dots to 3D gameplay. We'll see how it turns out. If it starts lagging or whatever in the recording, I'm sorry, it's probably just going to be like that for one video and I'll go back. But I'm hoping that from my test so far, I think we can do it. So here's our team today. Donnarumma in goal for his first start of the Premier League season. James, Tomori, Zuma and Mendes at left back. Declan Rice in CDM alongside Kante, Milinkovic-Savic, who I've completely forgot to mention there actually because he was part of last season's signings where he wasn't actually counted in this season's because we'd had his deal sorted for a while for £66 million, and this guy's probably going to be one of our better players. I can't believe I forgot him. But you can see the amount of dark blue stats, this guy's going to be incredible for us, and he starts today alongside N'Golo Kante. Then we've got Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi and Harland as our forward three with a decent bench. I say decent, it's a very good bench. Mendy, Christensen, Chilwell, Mason Mount, Kovacic, Werner and Abraham. And then if you're interested, here's the rest of our squad this season. We've got Dujon Sterling, who's there as a backup option. Ethan Ampadu, who I'm thinking about loaning out, but I think I'll use him as a centre-back option. And again, the transfer window isn't done. We've still got money to spend, so who knows? We might bring someone else in. Ethan Ampadu will probably hang around, as will Masunda, Medjbery. Kepa's already got a deal arranged with Tottenham. He's going there. We've got Havertz, Pulisic and Mikel as well, all filling up the squad. So we are absolutely stacked this season. Rather than the problem of not having enough players, I think our problem will be trying to keep everyone happy. But that's just how it is sometimes. So let's get into the match and hopefully get a win today. Okay, so here we are. We are in the game. It's currently on 2D, so we're going to switch it to director. We're going to lower the match speed during highlights, and I'm hoping, all being well, when we do eventually get a highlight, you guys can hopefully see this in pretty good quality. I mean, James has just crossed the ball into the box. It's a bit laggy, but I think it's fine from what I can tell. Yeah, I think it's settling. I think this is good. Right, Ziyech plays through Harland. Harland has scored straight away in his first game in the Premier League. He also scored in the Community Shield, as I mentioned. And what a player this guy is going to be for us this season. I'm expecting 30, 40 goals from Harland this year. And it's a good finish, a good run. Again, I think this probably will be our easiest match of the season, to be honest, at home to Nottingham Forest, who are probably the worst team in the division, but it's a good ball from Ziyech and a good goal from Harland to get this season off and running nicely. Obviously, if you do remember, if you haven't seen it, check it out a few episodes ago. We actually lost the Premier League by only 1 goal to Manchester United, which was very annoying that was, and I'm hoping this season we can smash Manchester United and not have to worry about goal difference or anything like that, although they are very good in Football Manager this year. Anyone who's played the game will probably notice that. But very good that we're 1-0 up already. We're looking good for the result so far. I mean, our XG, but Nottingham Forest haven't had a shot. We're doing perfectly fine. We have a free kick here, and interestingly, I do remember we didn't score 1 free kick last season. And here is Ziyech. Can he get one? And what a free kick. That is Ziyech. Top right corner. Hakim Ziyech looks on it this season. A goal and an assist already. Great finish from him in a packed out Stamford Bridge. All here to see the new signings. What a goal that was. Wow, there's no saving that from a Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. 2-0 up, and I bet if we just keep scoring like this, we'll be top of the league on goal difference in no time. Milinkovic-Savic now plays the ball into the box. It's cleared away as far as Tomori, James, Rice. Great ball through from Rice, just past Hudson-Odoi. That could have been a very, very good chance for us there. And I like the fact that even though we've made all these signings, we've still got, I think, off the top of my head, 3 Hudson-Odoi, Tomori, and Reece James, 3 players from the academy still in the team, with Mason Mount on the bench too, and Abraham as well, who was brilliant last season, both of them. Obviously, the one that didn't really get a chance is Loftus-Cheek, but you can't really blame me when we're doing such a short-term save, and Loftus-Cheek just isn't really that good on this game anymore. And as much as I loved him in real life, I think his loan to Fulham has kind of shown that, I know he's not doing poorly there, but his loan to Fulham has kind of shown that he needs to do some work. And speaking of work to be done, how has Donnarumma let that goal in on his debut in the Premier League? Obviously, he has played the Community Shield too. Drinkwater, by the way, playing for Nottingham Forest. We did sell him to them, but how has he let this in from Lyle Taylor? Did it take a deflection? No, it's poor from Donnarumma at his near post. Hopefully we'll see better than that this season. And there is Drinkwater getting a telling off. He must have given away another free kick. If Ziyech can put this one in the corner too, what a game he is having, and he doesn't. Good save from the Forest goalkeeper, but it's nice to see that the goal didn't really affect us too much and we're still going to have some chances against his Nottingham Forest team. I wasn't expecting them to score. I would have liked a clean sheet, and there is Nuno Mendes in there with a good tackle, the new signing at left back, and I'm expecting a lot from him this season too, especially in the attacking phase of the game, because he's a very good crosser. And I thought Emerson and Chilwell, neither of them performed great last season. I think Man City came in first for Emerson, and when we saw that Mendes and Emerson were the same price, it just made sense to sell Emerson and get Mendes in. Here is Hudson-Odoi on this left wing to Milinkovic-Savic. He scores as well. We are absolutely running riot here at Forest with all of our new players involved. What a goal that was from Milinkovic-Savic. Finally in 3D mode. I'm hoping you guys can see this because I do not want to record this again. But it was a brilliant goal. We can see it's a mazy run from Hudson-Odoi. He laid the ball back to Milinkovic-Savic, who rifled it into the top of the net. And what a goal that is. 30 minutes in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Again, as always, any tips, anything like that, let me know in the comments, or if you just want to say hi, do that too. And if you are enjoying the video, then don't forget to hit that like button, because we usually aim for around 20 likes on each video. This series is doing amazingly. I know I don't release that many episodes, so that's probably why, but the idea will be, when I get the chance now, which I think I will do, is to put more of these videos out on a more regular basis, get some consistency on this channel so you guys always have some content to enjoy on here. We can definitely do more, and I'll be looking to do more. So thank you for all you guys for sticking around. And there is Harland's second goal of the game. Hudson-Odoi, a great pass to him. Will Harland get a hat-trick in his Premier League debut? I'm hoping that he will. It was a good goal. I always go to skip the highlights, you know. I need to make sure I don't do that. Kante played the ball to Hudson-Odoi. Harland was through and he finished very nicely there. And we've got a final highlight here just before half-time. And I would just like to say, if I don't seem like I'm that confident doing this at the minute, it's because it's a bit of like, I'm not sure whether there's errors going on with the mic and the camera, but I'm hoping it's all good. And obviously I haven't done this kind of video for a while now, this like gameplay kind of video, so I'm hoping that the lack of confidence doesn't come through and we will get through this episode, and soon I'll be knocking these videos out really easily, I hope, and having a lot of fun with it, which I am having a lot of fun. And especially when we're scoring goals like that. It's 5-1 in the first half. Reece James, as good as the finish was from Hudson-Odoi, watch this pass from Reece James. I don't think you'll see a better pass all season. Tomori laid the ball off to Reece James. A goal made in the academy. What a ball that is as well. Hudson-Odoi, great finisher. Credit to him. His first goal of the season. I'm looking for a lot from Hudson-Odoi this year. And I would say that is a very good first half. We can see who is performing and who is not now. I'm not going to make any subs. I just want to see what the ratings are. Looks like everyone's performing well. Our worst performers being Mendes and Rice. They're still on like 6.8s, which is completely average. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, hopefully, if this is all working, you guys are enjoying the 3D gameplay. If you haven't already, we are going to try and aim for 800 subscribers. No time limit on it, but you know, as soon as possible. We're growing so rapidly here that I don't like putting timeframes on anything anymore, because I'll make this video and by the time I upload it, I'll find out that we're already on 800. So yeah, just if you enjoy the content or if you're just feeling really nice, then hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, and it's obviously free for you guys to do. If you decide you don't like the content, you can always unsubscribe, so that would be a great help if you could do that. And if you really want to, then hit that notification bell as well, so you're just watching the videos as soon as they come out. I'm very random with how I upload at the minute, which isn't the best, so I think that notification bell just helps you so you don't miss out any episodes in the series, because, you know, one day it might be Sunday I upload, then maybe 2 weeks later on a Monday I upload, and you can never really know with me right now. So if you could do that, that would be, again, just absolutely amazing, because when I come on to check the video and I see that already 10 people have watched it in the first half an hour, it's honestly so nice to see, because I know that on my FM Scout, obviously I do work for FM Scout too, When I upload a video on there, that can reach 100 views in a half an hour or 200 views in half an hour. And even though this channel does nothing compared to that, I still think it means more on here because these are people watching my videos just for me, I suppose. So yeah, that's always nice to see. And we're looking good this half, but we haven't got a goal to show for it. 5-1 up though, I can't complain too much. Surely we are top of the league though. Surely no one else has got a +4 goal difference in their first game. Who knows? I think we're going to look at making some changes now. Maybe get on any of the new players are on the bench. No, they're not, obviously. But we can give some of the key players from last season some game time. So let's get Mason Mount on today. For Milinkovic-Savic, who has had a good debut. I'm going to leave Harland on, but we will bring on Werner. And do we want to bring on Abraham? We'll wait a little bit longer just to see if Harland can get his hat-trick. But I would like to give Abraham some game time so he knows that he is still involved, because we did actually have a £60 million offer for Abraham from Real Madrid, which I could have accepted with the depth that we have at the squad now. But I thought it's Abraham, I can't let him go, I couldn't do that to him. And for 60 million too, I thought I could get more than that for a guy who scored 30 odd goals last season for one of the best teams in the world in Chelsea right now in this save. And I'm hoping in this second season we can become the best team in the world with a Premier League win, an FA Cup win, a Carabao Cup win, a Community Shield win, and a Champions League win. It's a lot to ask, but I think we've got the squad to do it. And if not, maybe we'll do another season. I always said this would be a 2-season thing, and then I'd get into a series that requires a bit more thinking, because Chelsea is quite an easy save to do, and Haaland has gone and scored a hat-trick there, which is amazing, and now we can bring on Tammy Abraham. But yeah, the idea was always to do a 2-season thing with Chelsea, and that was meant to be done within the first few months. It was meant to be a beta save, it was meant to be done after a few weeks actually, and then we'd move on to something more like, long term. But this save is going well and you guys are really enjoying it, so I've got no reason to stop doing it right now. And what a goal that is from Haaland. Good pass through from Werner. We can bring on Abraham now. We're playing amazing here. Ziyech has just hit the post. That could have been 7-1. Mount now. He lays it off. Drinkwater hits the ball up the field, and I imagine that'll be that pretty soon. We are 6-1 up against Forest. A great debut for most of these players. And we're getting very close to the end of the game now. There we go. Nottingham Forest only having 2 shots all game. I would have liked a clean sheet, but I can't complain about a 6-1 win. So absolutely brilliant from us there. Yeah, the players know they're going to get a day off. Of course they will. What a performance that was. And that is a great start to our season. As I have mentioned though, that we are not done transfer-wise. We might still look at more players. Maybe a centre-back, I don't know. I don't really want to upset Zuma and Tomori's partnership. But if I can get an improvement on Zuma, I'll look for it. We've got the money to do it. And like I say, we are building a team to win the Champions League here. So that will be the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking around for so long on this channel. And thank you for all your support. I hope you did enjoy today's video. But do let me know in the comments if there was anything wrong with it. Or comment down below whatever you like if you just want to get involved. It's always nice to hear from you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully pretty soon. Hopefully not in a few weeks' time, as it has been recently. I'll try and upload more consistently. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.